Well, we're back and we have a phone cooler on the phone today, right now. I decided to change it up a little bit and see if maybe that'll help, because I feel bad that my first stream died on me. Sometimes that's what happens. There's not much you can do, but we're back here and we're gonna try to make it right. Make it work for all y'all guys. Thank you guys for being here. And yes, we are back. We have a phone cooler that our friend Matt sent us. And it basically has liquid coolant in it and a fan, and it sucks out all the hot air. Well, sucks out hot air. So we're gonna end up having to walk and not exactly have a gimbalized stream, but that's okay. We've already done 30 minutes on the other one, so we'll see some more here. What's up there, Fred? Fadi? Oh, you know, says hype. Irene Ibarra is here. Sandra Roberts is here. Welcome back, Rodder. There you go. Whittier, California, checking in again. I don't know how to move my YouTube thing where it says, if you want to donate, do it here. I feel really stupid right now. Let's see if I can. Oh my God. Hey, where's the party at is here. Thank you so much. You get a Homer Simpson. Woohoo! Appreciate you, Pikachu. Thank you so much for that. That is awesome of you. You don't have to do that, but you choose to, and we appreciate you for what you choose to do for us. Support on the channel goes a long way, folks. Keeps us up and at 'em and up and running and all that good stuff. Nice documentary, thank you. I'm surprised at how many views it has. On my end of things, it shows me a different set of numbers. Basically, YouTube verifies all the views are legit, and so far I checked and it has 5,600 views in a short amount of time. So, oh, maybe I get lucky and it trends a little bit, who knows, but it's all because you guys are watching the video. And then YouTube from there might go ahead and suggest it out to other folks. We'll be in Vegas in 10 days, Major Davis says. There you go. 10 days to Vegas, baby, yeah. And as you guys know, it is really hot out here. I'm sweating like a pig. One question, Steven, does Las Vegas ever receive water from the Colorado River, not just Lake Mead? No, I mean, like, the Colorado River is Lake Mead. So it's kind of like the Colorado River is Lake Mead. So the Colorado River feeds into like where they dammed it up, and that creates Lake Mead. As far as I understand, that's the way it works. Look at how freaking sweaty I am. I'm really sweating. I don't know if you can see the beads of sweat up there. It is hot. I'm sweating here. I go, oh, yuck. Oh, sweaty Ukrainian guy. Nobody came here to see that. Shut up and show us the thing with the stuff. Where's the casinos? Oh my gosh, $20 from Brian. Or I shouldn't have said your name out loud. Mr. B. M, thank you so much. You get the weekend shooting dice. I bet you he automatically won. Even if you rolled a snake eyes, he just looked at him and they got scared and they paid him out his bet. Thank you so much, man. I don't know how to play craps, obviously. What's the temperature? It's humid. It's 100. It feels hotter than it is. Trust me on that. It's hot right now. I'm sweating like a pig. I was out cleaning my car for like 10 minutes and it was drenched after. Terry Calder, what's up, Steven? What's up, Terry? Thank you so much. And we got a Homer Simpson for you. Woohoo! We appreciate you, Terry. And as you know, you can also use that link in the bottom corner, notleavinglasvegas.com/donate. That'll help us to keep the lights on without YouTube taking 30% of it. And you know how it is. I don't monetize these videos, but YouTube monetizes them for me. Good things for you. I have 2 bottles of water on me tonight. 2. Is this guy gonna stop? I'm not really technically in the crosswalk. Thank you, sir. Where's the Radio Shack? There is a Radio Shack in Las Vegas, actually, come to think of it. It's located on the corner of Spring Mountain Road and Rainbow in a plaza. But the thing is, it wasn't really a Radio Shack. It was really just a Sprint store. But now that Sprint's out of business and decommissioned, I don't know what's gonna happen to the Radio Shack. I don't imagine that they'll have the ability to like take over the lease. Radio Shack is not even a retail operation anymore. They just sell Radio Shack branded stuff that you can buy at any other place. My friend just asked me today, why do people say they are sweating like a pig? Do pigs sweat? I don't know, maybe. Possibly. How do I know? I don't know. You know? Who knows? The shadow knows. Tell me in the comments if you guys know. And pug dogs sweat, but I heard they sweat through their feet or something. I think that's one of those rumors that they say. So we got our town square over here. It's Beauty Moss. And I can't really use my wide angle camera on this because part of the phone cooler obstructs the view of the wide angle. So you're gonna have to deal with this view. Barev again, yes, thank you. We had 500 people before it fell apart, little pieces on the floor. Selfie world. Any idea is an idea nowadays. There's, like I say, there was a Radio Shack branded store, but it was a Sprint store. So I believe this might be something similar to what they're planning on doing over with the Plaza. They're opening up their social gaming area. So they're open from 2 until 9 p.m. Except for Saturday when it's so busy, they're open from 12 till 10. And they've increased the hours from 3 to 9 to 2, from 3 to 9 to 2 to 9. So it's nice to see that they're increasing the hours and not decreasing them, which is great. I like Town Square a whole lot. Hey, Steven, did you upgrade your camera? No, we didn't upgrade a camera. We upgraded our network, and we're trying our best to present you guys things in a better format. This camera here, on the other hand, is the primary camera on my phone. So if you have a phone with multiple cameras, always use the primary one if you want to get best low light performance and what have you, because that's what's going to happen. When you do that, you're going to have, ooh, this is a nice car. So I was telling you guys about nice cars you'll see down here. This is an Audi R8. I don't know much about cars, but that's the engine. It's in the back of the car. It's one of these super race car, sports cars. Look at the carbon. You guys got some slick looking carbon fiber on the back there. So that's a nice one. Does anybody know what something like this costs? And if you write I can't and then dot afford it, or Stephen can't dot afford it, I'll understand. It's a nice one. Right by the Nissan Sentra. Don't touch my car, please. Well, there you go. One of my dream cars, yeah. I've seen what's the one above that? Is it the A9 or the A10? I don't know how Audi names their cars, but I've seen the one above that too here in Vegas a number of times. I have a friend up in Michigan, and he always texts me cars. He's like, "Look at this cool car I saw," and I used to say, and I don't say it anymore. I'll be like, "Dude, whatever." You come to Vegas, you see a McLaren for $180,000 McLaren every week. You know, it's like, you just get used to it out here. 100 grand plus. Well, there you go. Muchos más dinero. So we have a bunch of little businesses down here. There's like art and stuff down here too. Why is it legal for cars to be made that go faster than the highest speed limit? Because maybe the markets around the world? I don't know. You know, there's I'm not gonna say that part. Hey, all you great people. Tony Quest is in here. He sounds like a superhero, and I bet you he is to his family. Tony Quest! Mild-mannered dad by day. I don't even know if he has kids. I think you have kids, you told me, right, Tony? Mr. Breast. Oh, I thought it was Mr. Beast. What sandwich could you make with hot dog bread? Any sandwich, buddy. You could get yourself, by the way, thank you for the $1.99 on the super chat. You get Kermit the Frog up here. Yay! Kermit the Frog says yay! But you can make anything out of hot dog buns. Peanut butter jelly sandwiches, shrimp sandwiches. Well, what I would do is I would probably get myself some romaine lettuce, because it's the ones that are the long leaves, you know. I get the romaine lettuce going on, and then I would get myself some good lunch meat. They have ones that are uncured, butcher cut. Get yourself some mesquite barbecue sauce. Throw on some cracked peppercorns. Some really good quality, super sharp cheddar cheese. Whoa, you're talking good. And then what you do is you toast the bun first, and then you put the meat on the bread and the cheese, and then you toast that, and then you throw it all together. But the barbecue sauce has to be cold, super cold, for it to really play together. How hot is it tonight? The dueling piano bar, that would be the Blue Martini. The Blue Martini's still there. I don't know if they're doing dueling pianos. It's 100 degrees, but the humidity is cranking, and my previous stream died because of the hot weather. But on my previous stream, somebody wanted me to go down here towards the Total Wine and Spirits. So we're gonna go down there now, and hopefully you guys aren't getting too motion sick, because I'm not using a gimbal tonight. The reason being is that the phone shut off. iPhones are great looking, but they have the most prone to overheating. Apple's not perfect. I'm an Apple fanboy, but I'm not an Apple idiot. So Apple iPhones tend to turn off when it gets hot before any other smartphone, so this phone did that. We got Matt, our good friend from YouTube channelville. I don't want to say where he lives. He actually sent me a cooler. So it's on a cooler right now, which has a little bit of liquid and 2 fans. Hooks up to a USB battery pack, and we got a cooler wisping the hot air away. And so far, it's working like a champion. In Toronto late this weekend, they were selling frozen ketchup popsicles because that's fine. And you know what? Canadians, you can't fool me. Canadians drink milk from a bag. No, just in Ontario, maybe parts of Western Quebec, because I live there. And by the way, the bagged milk is a good idea because they sell these special milk containers that are made out of plastic, where you literally put the bag in and clip the tip of the bag, and then the milk pours perfectly. Have you ever been in a Turkish prison? Can't say I have, Barev. I almost called you Armen, because there was a person on this channel called Armen. Oh my gosh, we got $10 from David. Thank you so much. I shouldn't be using your first names on the PayPal. Woohoo! Homer says, I salute you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. I almost canceled my live stream just now. My gosh. So we're not gonna have the overheating issues. This little cooler is pretty fancy pants. I wonder where it stops working. Hey Steve, does Town Square always look so slow, or is it just because it's a Monday? I'll tell you why I don't like Mondays. Anybody ever heard that song, I Don't Like Mondays? Say yes in the chat if you have. And if you say yes in the chat, I'll tell you a horrible secret about that song that'll make you maybe not like that song anymore. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. I mean, like, this is the same thing we see on the strip. We have, that's cool, Jay. You know, the cool thing is, brother, there could be no stream because my phone overheated, or they can be this stream, TJ Maxx. And then we don't have a lot of things to go to from place to place. And the things that are there are like a home furnishing store that's closed. And then there's the P.F. Chang's, which is epically good. Always, well, Mongolian lettuce wraps to the max. If you guys know that song, I Don't Like Mondays, it's a horrible song because, are you ready for it? Y'all ready for this? It was based on a woman in San Diego, California, who took a gun and went across from an elementary school and started shooting children. And when the police asked her, why did you do this? The answer was, I don't like Mondays. That was the answer. And then the song is based on that news article. So I ruined a song for you that you loved, but that's okay. Frog Princess, every breath you take. Yeah, you can probably hear me breathing. I love you so much. Thank you so much. Who do you get the weekend shooting some craps, baby, because he is crapalicious. I actually like the weekend. Why do the streets look so wet? Oh, I thought you were gonna say, why do the streets have no names? The streets are wet. Well, they're not wet. I just think maybe it's the dynamic range of this camera is really good when I use this lens, and you guys usually don't see me use this lens. Man. I think if I was rich, I would still shop at TJ Maxx, but I will say it's kind of dead. This parking lot behind here with this white truck usually has a bunch of cars in it. This is the old Miller's Ale House. This was one of our favorite places to come. It was not owned by Miller Brewing Company. It was a family called Miller's. They sold Budweiser. It's kind of funny. They did not actually sell Miller beer, but it was a sports bar, and it was a really great sports bar. They had the 2 sides. They had a patio. The patio would have been here where these temporary windows are, and the patio had a giant bar in the middle. We can probably see it if we poke our camera in. So the patio had a giant bar in the middle, and you could go outside and they would have, oh, that's not the patio. Well, that is a patio, right? But the actual bar is on the other side of this wall here. And you could go out there, they would have like the showcase game playing for the NFL that week. And then on the other side, they would show the various games with no sound. And it was just fun. And we watched that their Super Bowl where the 49ers lost to, who did they lose to? The Chiefs. Heartbreaker, but it was a memory, as it was. That was before COVID-19. That was the last Super Bowl before COVID-19 took everything away from us for a bit. Hey, Steven, I hope to see you 2 weeks today. Michael Coolio. No Billy beer, no Lucky beer, no Duff beer. This was where the That's where the Fry's Electronics was, this giant building over here. The playground of all the nerds like me. I would go to Fry's just to browse and look at stuff. And they had a huge home entertainment section and Apple products everywhere. I mean, it was the premier place to go. Now it's 11 acres of store for lease. And I don't know why they don't put something like a micro center here, because we don't have one in Las Vegas. The place is already formatted to be a retail computer store, but nothing announced yet. Loved Fry's. Sometimes what happens in retail, folks, I'll tell you why. Sometimes what happens in retail is that if a store closes down, it might be in the agreement that whatever kind of what kind of thing they're going to open up has to be similar. So when Circuit Cities closed, there was one location here in Vegas that stayed vacant for like 10 years about. Finally, they put a Big Lots in it because that was retail, but they needed a retail tenant to move into it. They couldn't turn it into anything else. Micro Center would be amazing. Micro Center always has great deals. William says that Fry's owns the land. Well, William is super smart, but I'm gonna ask William a question. If Fry's is insolvent, did Fry's have a real estate holdings company that's not insolvent? So how do they own the lands? It's just a question. And it's, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just wondering how that would work, because if the company that existed is gone, Whole Foods, there used to be a Staples here where this TJ Maxx is. It was the only Staples in all of Nevada. And didn't do well, and obviously it closed. Micro Center, High 61, yeah, it's a big chain in the East Coast. I believe they have them in Texas as well. I don't know if they have them in Cali. So, but it's a lot like Fry's, but apparently much better deals. I remember Micro Center, I think, does say, like, deals or coupons where you can get just free stuff or $5 stuff, and people really like Micro Centers. And we don't have any here, but nevertheless, I'm not a Windows guy. I don't build PCs anymore, so it doesn't really matter to me. When you dumb your life down to Apple stuff, you just bring it to the Apple store if it breaks. AE says, how does anybody care about Best Buy? How do they still exist? Best Buy does a great job at customer service and at having massive amounts of stock, and Best Buy always has the same price as Amazon, Newegg, Micro Center. So Best Buy has the most popular products in stock. They match the price of online retailers, and people like to go in and receive things same day. And they have fantastic employees at Best Buy, in my experience. They're just 100% awesome. And they know what they're talking about, and if they don't know what they're talking about, they get somebody who does. And I've never gotten bad advice in the last several years from a Best Buy person that I said, yeah, what you're spouting is BS, that you're telling me BS, because you get that sometimes, and they don't do that. So they have a thing called Total Tech membership for $200 a year. It gives you 2-year coverage on all of your devices, unconditional, with a very small deductible. And if you buy Apple products or expensive products that you need the warranty for, it'll save you a lot of money. The 2-year Apple Care on a MacBook Pro computer is $300. So you buy their Total Tech, you get Apple Care for free. Remember Borders. I'm from Canada, so I remember Chapters. I think the last Borders closed a while back. This is Total Wine and Spirits. I guess you guys probably want to see in this place if they let me go in. Newegg had some scandals last year with their RMA department and stuff. Best Buy bought out Canada. Yeah, they did. I remember Future Shop. I didn't really like it very much. But that was before. Maybe it's better now. The big place I went and bought stuff in Canada was Memory Express. There's one on McLeod Trail in Calgary. Those guys were amazing, and it was like just a dirty, down-to-earth computer store with stock laying out and on big giant racks in the back. And they had some great deals on stuff too. Do they still have Chapter stores? Well, there it is. Proof that Canadians are smarter than Americans. They still read books. I don't know how that works. Maybe it's because it's cold in Canada and people want to get inside. But then they should have them here where it's hot in America and people want to get inside. So look. It's hot. Total Wine & More wants to remind our customers not to leave your wine in the car. Extreme heat can cause the corks to extract and damage your wine. Oh my gosh. I don't know if we're allowed to go in here. Let's see if we are. There is a Whole Foods. No, we just passed it. I pointed it out. So. Well, this is a Total Wine. Let's sell wine. That's what this place is. Wiley Chan, I am from Calgary. Calgary, I grew up a bunch of years in Niagara Falls though. But born in Calgary, moved to Niagara Falls, moved back to Cowtown. Moved here in 2004 to the Estados Unidos. So they have a lot of wine and it's all really well categorized. Usually they have people giving out free samples and stuff. So you can come in here and get try another one, put on a fake mustache, get another sample, put on some Groucho Marx, whatever it is. Put on the big glasses and the bushy mustache nose, get another one. Put on a hat and sunglasses, pretend you're a poker player, get another one. Man, look at all these Italian imported items. It's crazy. So this is where you go. The prices here are really good too. I mean, it's regular prices on things. Is this from Russia? Well, it's French. It's French vodka. So we're inside of the wine store. My name is Otto. I like to get blotto. You left out the word vato. Spanish? Did I just swear in Spanish? Do they have sangria? I don't know. Probably. I like everything in a go get your gas at Costco, and then you come here and buy the alcohol to cry. This is alcohol-free Heineken. Really? I don't think it's possible to make it that much alcohol-free. It's probably enough that they can advertise it that way. But then you got your whiskey. Oh, it's a whiskey alternative. Oh, come on, really? Non-alcoholic whiskey? What? Does it taste the same? Because here's the deal. Like, if I'm going to drink something that tastes horrible, get drunk. It just seems like... Did you hear how old that? What's next? Cheese balls with 0% cheese? That's a big container of cheese balls. If I say it's only 1 pound because there's so many of them. Oh my gosh. I could just eat a pound of cheese balls. That's the new stream. Not leaving cheese balls. How many cheese balls can you eat, Steven? I don't know. Let's find out. 1. 2 hours later. 470,042. Gosh. Is there buzz beer here? You're talking about buzz beer. I don't think that's is that a thing? I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of beer here. We get outside. Drunks, get drunk or drink soda. That's the name of the new 50 Cent album. 50 Cent. Get drunk or drink soda. I don't know why that just comes off as funny to me. Maybe it was after seeing him in the Super Bowl thing, where it was just kind of weird. Everybody was kind of like hating on him because the guy got some weight, but he's a big boy and he's probably strong as a freaking ox. But I was like, why are you hating on 50 Cent? The guy's like 62 years old. How old is 50 Cent for real? Actually, Siri might be able to tell me. He's a big boy, that's for sure. I wouldn't want to mess with him in a bar. How old is 50 Cent?
50 Cent is 46.
Oh, he's 46. Okay. He's nearly 50. If 50 Cent turns 50, what happens? Does the universe like turn over, spin? I don't know. So we're down by Town Square tonight. We're just chilling like a villain, doing our thing like a chicken wing, seeing what we can see. Jubilee. I don't think I want to walk to the strip. It's gonna be stupid to walk to the strip with this non-gimbal setup. 50 Cent is 46. Hey Steven, what's your thoughts on the F1 coming to Vegas? They're closing a big chunk of the strip for the race. It's going to be an inconvenience, but bolsters business for the city, so you can't really go wrong with that. And you know, there's ways to get around the strip where you don't have to worry. You know, if you're trying to get north-south on the strip, you can take Dean Martin, Flash Sammy Davis Jr. You can run down Industrial Road on the west side. Those are both west sides. West side. You can go on the east side. You can go down Koval in the back end, unless the race goes down to Koval. I mean, there's ways to get around. You can go under the strip at Desert Inn. Over the strip anywhere, but you can go around it. You can go down Tropicana to the south or Sahara to the north. It's going to be a couple of days of inconvenience, but everybody's going to be happy in the end because the city will make a bunch of money and Europeans will come in with their euros. And to be truthful, by the time the race goes on, the euro will probably be worth 2 to 1 to the dollar if things keep going this way. So everybody will get some tips from some rich Europeans. Ka-ching, ka-ching. All of you. What did John Lennon say once in a concert? He said, all right, for the next one, I'm going to need all the rich people in the front to shake your jewelry and all the regular people in the back just to clap your hands. Ha! Prices will be to the moon. Crypto will be to the moon. Nope, euro dollar will be parity by then. Isn't it already pretty much parity? I'm going to get hit by this truck. It's a big truck, dude. Big truck for a big boy. Mom always said, my dad told me, son, don't run in our family, get yourself a big truck. The ladies will respect you. I'm a gamer who's going to IRL stream on the strip. Well, that sounds fun. Good luck. I don't know who your carrier is, but you're gonna be in for fun, depending on who you're with. Is it true you are a socialist? Yeah, I'm a socialist. Where do you even get that from? That's hilarious. Will you cover the strip this weekend when UFC and we are here? Oui, I shall do that. I think that truck was legitimately used for work though, because there was a big old piece of equipment in it. So let's go down to Town Square and check out some of the side streets. It's true you're a socialist. Oh my gosh. There's a reason I don't go back to Canada, and it rhymes with oceanism or something. No, I'm actually the opposite of a socialist. This person's gone. See ya. Does anybody remember Popeye the Sailor Man cartoons? Say yes in the chat if you remember Popeye the Sailor Man cartoons. I'm a social guy because I'm on social media. If you remember Popeye, say yes. Good, somebody does. So there was one thing that Popeye the Sailor Man said. He said, I've stands all I can stands and I can't stands no more. If you're gonna consistently make little jibes at me, then you're basically on thin ice. Meaning that you're taking a risk doing it, because I'm gonna just ban you and you're not gonna like it. You didn't have to take little jabs at me, complain that I'm not on a gimbal and complain that there's a parking lot. But it's the other little things from the last week. So just try to be nice to everybody, because I'm not immune to small man syndrome. I get my feelings hurt too. Let's go see what Whole Foods looks like out here. Flea, the guitarist for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, wants to play Popeye. That would be great. Passive-aggressive trolls think they're being sly. Well, the thing is, that person that was on this stream has been on here for over a year, but, you know, people go through cycles in their life, too. I understand that. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad, but there's no reason for anybody to be ridiculous about it. I bought new sneakers today. Now I wear a size 15. Man, Matthew. Gosh, that's crazy. What kind of truck do you drive? I drive a GMC 7500. That's not a truck, dude. That's a bus. You drive a city bus. That's the point. Red Hot Chili Peppers is good. I agree. I mean, band ever. Like, I can't pick up any of their albums and just listen to them, but that doesn't mean that they're not great. but they're iconic in what they do. I just walk the same places, and LV is boring. Well, it's do they even sell Cheetos at Whole Foods? They probably do. I mean, but Whole Foods is supposed to be about organic, healthy food. Whole Foods takes a long time to check people out. They have self-checks now, which take a long time to check people out. I get it. You know, place your item in the bagging area. It's very difficult. I don't know. I'm pretty good at the self-check. I'm just like, beep, 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 done. That's me, though. Not everybody's like me. I bought a new Silverado 4-cylinder turbo. Cool. The planters are huge. Yeah, there's some big plants out here. So when this town square opened up, it was voted as the #1 retail development in America that year. They have a conference every year. I don't know if they're still doing it. There used to be, they have, see, I could probably, I'm fine with it. We're gonna do a stream every night. They don't always have to be 3-hour blast marathons of craziness. I have to see if our signal stays intact as we go on this one, because it's already down to 700. Do I garden or do any tropical planting? My wife, Sweet Caroline, she planted a lot of succulents, so I take care of those. They're growing. I'm getting them to spurt. This entrance is blocked at 8 p.m. Here's the other door. Okay. So Whole Foods is now owned by Amazon. Are there Whole Foods restaurants? Are there Whole Foods markets in Canada? Can't talk today. If you don't know what this is an Amazon locker. So let's say, for instance, you live in an apartment complex or a condo complex and you have porch pirates that steal your stuff. You can tell it to pick your item up here at this Amazon. They give you, I think it's a scan at this point, but you can type in a code too on the keypad, and then one of these doors will open up. Your item will be inside. If you've never been into Whole Foods, it is an experience. It's not the same experience it was years ago. There used to be only one Whole Foods. There is a long checkout line, my goodness. And all the self-checks are closed. Why would you do that? Why? They're self-checks. It takes one person to run 8 of them, or 7 or 6 or however many. But there used to only be one here, and it was out in Summerlin, and now there's several of them. It's been around for a while. It was a nobody turned out it was here. We got an NBA Jam session for you, buddy. He's heating up. Boom, shakalaka. Appreciate you very much. My signal is kind of not great right now, so hopefully it stays. So this is the hot food bar over here, but there's all the way. Which come in here. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, they increased the price tremendously. It's now $12 a pound. This is literally a 2-fold price increase of what it was a year ago when we were in here. So then if you have a yeah, we got some lag. It happens at the best of the times, and it happens at the worst of the times. Should get better in a sec here. Come on, there it is, good. So if you guys have an Amazon return, for example, you can do it at a Whole Foods store. You just drop it off to the guy at the front counter, and then once they receive it, oh my gosh. Good golly. What are you doing to me? Everything was fine until it wasn't. I don't know if, okay. Yeah, I'm using my iPhone, Mr. Aman. This is just an iPhone. Just an iPhone. There are only a few that will allow you to do a stream and, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is getting redunculous. This is not a good look for anybody who's... What are you doing to me? Okay, hopefully that's gonna get better. I was saying, if you have a Ring video doorbell, they have a deal now where if you have an Amazon account and you have like a gate code, or you can get a special device to put on your house, I think, or if you have a special code for your garage door opener, if it's automated, then you can trust the Amazon people to go into part of your house when you're not there even. I don't know if I'd do that, but that's what some people are saying. So I don't know if you can see me or not. Let me know if I'm getting any connection at all. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Can I get a quality check? 1, 2, 3, quality check. Check 1, 2.
Yeah, it has to be hard to keep up. Many other places. Yeah.
Steve H, I've already taken a day job. Good. Yeah, I already took a day job. I'm doing, I'm selling advertising again. So, it's phone sales and it's advertising sales and it's higher end advertising sales. It's not like, it's not super high end. I'm not selling this can sell for. Tired of the buffering, folks. This is gonna be a problem for me. I'm gonna cut the stream. I love y'all. You guys are great. Oh boy, come on now. Okay, let's try it one more time. I'm not gonna cut the stream unless if it dips again. Okay, it's getting better as we go. Yeah, so Ring has a deal. I don't know how it works, but it was in my Ring app once, and it's like, do you want to add this thing? And we can let Amazon people into your house. I'm like, no, thank you. No. Good heavens, no. Mark, the other me, lost his job. That's a bummer, dude. So, ooh, Mikey likes it. I might actually eat junk tonight. No, I can't do it. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've slimmed down like a lot. I'm not gonna show you my stomach or nothing, but like seriously, I have like upper abs almost. I'm impressed. What is this? Hi. Is this a movie theater? No, I'm just kidding. Can I show my people this on the camera? So what is this here?
So it's a massage chair parlor.
A massage chair.
Full body massage.
Yeah.
Shoulders, your back of bed, looking your arms.
Wow. Is it? Have you done it? Is it cool?
Yeah. So our rate is $1 per minute, starting at 15. So 15 minutes, $50 to the 20 Sarah, special hour.
$40 for an hour. How high do the machines go?
So we have levels 1 through 6.
Level 6, do you transport in time? Something like that. You vibrate so fast, you just shoot out of the chair. It's pretty funny. That's cool. And you got like Wi-Fi and stuff for people to get on, and they can just chill out.
Most people don't do that. We have headphones that just kind of zen soothing music, so most of the time people just use that kind of.
Wow.
I feel like a lot of the time people do that.
That's awesome.
We also have a private suite. Do you want to check it out?
Sure, private suite. Let's see what we got in the private suite. So yeah, how do you not fall asleep sitting at that desk with all that white noise?
It took a while getting used to it just because of the darkness, you know?
That's weird, right?
Constantly, and I work 10-hour shifts. So I have
Oh,
to
you
go
work
outside
10-hour
every
shifts?
now
Do you own this place?
and then. No.
I'm gonna say, oh, look at this place.
Yeah, so this is actually our second model chair as well. So the main differences are going to be the sensitivity range is wider. It can get softer as well as stronger than our original chair.
Wow.
There's 3 rollers in the feet versus just 2.
Okay, that's cool. And how much do these cost?
So for solo, it's $69 for the hour. For couples,
Okay.
it's $129.
Wow, that's nice. That's neat. Thank you for showing me.
Yeah, of course.
That's awesome. And you got this fake fireplace, which is
Yeah,
cool
so
too.
different colors too, but
Oh my
we try
gosh.
to keep the blue going.
Why is it blue? Is there
Just
like a
kinda-
proven scientific fact or something?
More than anything else, it's just the calming factor.
Right. If I wake up hypnotized to go gamble at a casino, you guys are owned by the casinos, right? There you go. That's awesome. Thanks for showing us. So what are your hours like?
So we're open 11 to
Okay.
But when it comes to yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and write down a discount code for you.
A discount code for you guys. Wow. So what does this say? This says zerogravitymassage.net/Las Vegas, code first solo or first couples. And what's the discount? What kind of discount do they get?
So it's going to, for the solo,
Yep.
it's usually $69. That'll bring it down to $49.
Oh, wow.
And then for the couples, which is usually $129, it'll bring it down to $99.
That's cool. I have a YouTube channel called Not Leaving Las Vegas, so it's like 500 people watching and probably 8,000 people will see this total. So maybe you get some people in the door.
Awesome.
What's your name?
I'm Brianna.
Brianna, nice to meet you. I'm Steven. You have a great one, okay? Thank you, you too. So that's fun. So there you go. You get your discount codes there. That's neat. What a good deal. I mean, yeah, if you were like trashed and you wake up in the morning time, go out there for 49 bucks for an hour, sit in that chair there, get massaged to death. Not literally to death, but you know what I mean. Hey, look, Raider Image. I like that kind of idea. Somebody invested heavily in all those chairs, and now they're trying to like turn a profit. That's a good deal. Steven, it's normal to lose weight when your significant other leaves. Well, yeah, that too, Mark. And also, I've been eating way less and exercising and fasting every day and walking. All of this. These walks, 33 days in a row, help considerably. This one, not so much, but they help. Look at how flippin' big Town Square is. That's a big plaza, man. It's big. Free ad for K Jewelers in the background. So this is, I don't know how updated this directory is, but they have a lot of stuff down here. Stuff. See what I was saying about this place? They have a lot of restaurants. So Blue Martini, that's the one we were talking about with the pianos, Bonefish. Tony, late night sack fun Monday, fun day, cheat day. Oh, Tony, aren't you a mensch? I don't know what that means, but you get Bruno Mars singing 24 karat magic in the air. There you go, man. Thank you so much. How far is this from the strip? It's maybe 5 miles off the main strip, I would say, something like that. Possiblemente. You don't want to walk it. I've done it. It's not worth it. Don't do it. Please don't walk this. I can't recommend Brio. I'm going to tell you that. So I would say skip on Brio. We came here. I had a really good flatbread pizza, but the price was just way not worth it. The food's okay, but I think Caroline, she had some kind of squid calamari, I don't know, but it was like, what am I even paying for? But you know, it's an Italian place, so you got that going on. Oh boy, a mensch. Hey, I'm a few percentages Jewish, which probably everybody is, honestly, from part of the world that I'm from. What is the name of the last stop with the chairs? I don't know. It's called zerogravitymassage.net. You can go there right here. Come on, Daniel. Focus. Daniel, son, you lack focus. Come on, dude, for reals. I'm trying to be serviceable for these people like I get nothing from or just helping out. zerogravitymassage.net/Las Vegas. So it sounds like it's a franchise because they have the sub there. So code is first solo or first couples. You get a discount of like 20 bucks on each one. Oh, you don't want to walk there, especially during the day, too far. It's hot. Yeah, is it still 100? It says it's 99, but I don't care. It's humid. I don't like it. I don't like it. My phone is bouncing around because it's not on a gimbal tonight. I'm gonna stop and drink some water. They got a pretty small crowd right now. We're over and risk losing the entire crowd. Oh gosh. Okay. Here we go. People don't want to see me. They want to see the cool stuff. Please do not walk from the strip. It's really dumb. Well, Mark is right, but there's giant dirt shoulders on those areas, so I think you'd be okay, but they're also doing a lot of construction in this area too. Does the bus go down here? Yes, there's a bus that comes down this way. You can take the bus. Do I live close to this place? I'm not telling you that. It's not the Deuce. There's like a South Strip Express bus or something that comes down here. So there is a way to get down here. It's not like you're isolated. zerogravitymassage.net. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, so how hot? It's 99, but I'm telling you, what's the humidity right now? So it's 14% humidity for Vegas. That's pretty warm. For a lot of y'all, you're laughing at me. Greg with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Greg. You get Alan from The Hangover pointing and yelling, "It's Vegas, baby." I keep forgetting Cornholio. What? Who said it's a 10-minute walk? That is patently untrue. It is not a 10-minute walk. It is about probably a 35 to 40-minute walk. Belle says nice hair. Yeah, I'm trying to grow it out Johnny Depp style because my wife Caroline cuts it, but she ain't here. 16 humid. Yeah, it's hot, man. It's been humid, and it's a little bit for you guys. It's a lot for us. Just like how if you guys come out here and it's 102. It's funny because yesterday I was talking to my business mentor Mark, and we're sitting in the church parking lot yesterday, just talking, and it's 102 degrees at 12:30 in the afternoon yesterday, and we're just in the middle of the sun just talking, and I'm thinking most people can't do that when they come out here. It's south of the Mandalay, Steve H. Somebody asked me if we got kicked out of here the last time. We certainly did get kicked out of here. We did. We're not getting kicked out of here tonight. Wow, there's a Mazda. Which is the one with the Trident? Which car has the Trident? Which car has the Trident? Is it the Maybach? It's that one right there. We got a Trident. There it is. What's that one worth? Oh my gosh, JS. Thank you so much, JS. We appreciate it. From our PayPal donation link, which you don't need a PayPal link for, which is over here. You don't need a PayPal account. It's a Maserati, baby. And you get, who do you get tonight? I'm gonna give you 24 karat magic in the air. Hurry now player. That was all filmed here. That's a Maserati, $90,000 Maserati. Now, I was watching a car channel because last year I thought maybe we could afford a car because of the crypto. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to. And I was watching this guy that said that, like, there's some cars like that car behind us that are the worst cars. Oh, it was Jimmy James that did it. Thank you, Jimmy James. Jimmy James was the donor to our link down there in the corner. He liked the documentary video, so I got paid for the documentary video. I'm a paid documentarian. Thank you. He said he was regaling a story about how his friend was offered $10,000 to buy a Maserati. He told his friend, don't buy the Maserati because there's a problem with the rods that go up and down in the transmission, and they get bent, and then your car costs 90 grand to fix. The guy couldn't resist a $10,000 Maserati, and he bought it, and then he invested in $90,000 of repairs. Couldn't drive his car, he couldn't repair it, didn't invest in it. How does my fasting work? I'll eat before bed sometime between 11 and 1 a.m. and then I won't eat until the next day as long as I can. Lately it's been, when I first started I could go 20 hours, but now because I've been literally starving myself and it's starting to catch up with me, it now takes me till about 12 hours. Paul Rotter, thank you so much, Paul Rotter. You guys are awesome. Paul is heating it up with $5 on our super special link. Boom! You love it. I love it. Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo, everybody. Yeah, I can see the three colors, the Dodge colors on there. I never noticed that. Yeah, my buddy that's going to be with me tonight is a master mechanic. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. So, OG, are you the one who's saying you're going to stream on the Strip? Just make sure you have a good provider. You need low latency to game. Maseratis have one of the worst repair records. Audis have bad records with their onboard computers. Every car has a different thing with it. You know, I was reading that Tesla, I think, has 500 parts, but a BMW has 5,500 parts. That's insane. You think about how hard it is. I've heard that you have to take a BMW to the dealer for battery changes, or is it Mercedes-Benz, because they're so hard. So even my gamer, I have my Switch hooked up to my TV. I'm playing the sequel to Blaster Master on the Nintendo Switch eShop. I don't have a lot of time for games. I'm a Mac guy. I have Apple Arcade. I find a game called Alto's Journey, or Alto's The Lost City is one of the best games I have, and it's completely not even a thing. It's just like it's a snowboarding game where you click the button with the finger and that's it. Lexus is the best. Lexus are nice cars. Somebody was telling me the Hyundai Genesis are really good luxury cars. They are luxury cars, but people don't ever think of them because, you know, but they make them. Oh, Maserati just fired up. Everybody's looking at your car. They think it's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, there you go. It was that gentleman that was just walking past us. Funny thing, Carlos, is that I've only lost 4 pounds. So there's that. Leisure Suit Larry was a great game. Oh, man. Yeah, you too, sir. Oh. Super nice guy. He said, have a blessed day. That's cool. Anyway, let's hear it purr when it fires up. Let's get her number. There's the car. That's what it sounds like. What happened to the fireworks stands in Vegas? They still have them. They're at the gas station, but they're phantom fireworks, which means they're crippled fireworks. They're not the big ones. And there's still fireworks places you can go. You go down to Pahrump, or you go over to the native Wallapai. Wallapai? Not the Wallapai. It's the Coyotes. They have them. Luciano Copa, thank you so much. $5 super chat. You're gonna get yourself a Kermit the Frog. Yay! Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, Luciano. That is an awesome boss name, dude. It's a boss name. That's a nice sounding vehicle. You guys say what you say about it, but I think a lot of people lease those types of vehicles. They don't actually purchase them because they know that leasing them is easier. Maserati is all Dodge parts. Well, I mean, it could be said that a Lexus is all Toyota parts, and it could be said that a McLaren is all BMW. Is it Mercedes or BMW? Mercedes, right? So you could say that a McLaren is all Mercedes parts. That car doesn't take $6 gas. That car takes $6.99 gas out here. I think you have to put super high octane into it. $3 from, I believe it's JN, but it comes up as CN. Thank you so much. Homer Simpson salutes you. That was to that link down there below. So thank you so much. You're awesome. Woohoo for you. Yeah, it's a Mercedes, so LS is the top of the line. I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of people lease luxury cars. But that's what's worse. Toyota is way more reliable than Dodge. Y'all don't have to convince me. I don't know nothing about it. You can tell me anything about cars. It'd be like your flux capacitor is malfunctioning. I'll know you're lying to me there, but you know, Maseratis are usually Ferrari powered. Everybody's saying they're a Dodge, and Dark Corner Garage, who has the word garage in his name, is saying it's a Ferrari powered. We're just chilling here doing a Vegas thing. We're talking about whatever. We're at Town Square right now. It's hot. Grunkle Work says Ferrari makes the engine. Okay, that's cool. Nice. BMWs never break. Yes, they do. We had a friend who had a BMW. And it was nice until it broke. Are you a car vlogger now? No, I know nothing about them, dude. I know zero. I just saw that one, and I know the Trident is expensive. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, I want to watch Ford versus Ferrari. I think I'm going to fire that one up. Why do some who hate Vegas heat reside in Vegas? I mean, a lot of things will bring you to Vegas. You know, let's say your company moves out here, they relocate you, you have a career type job making 150 grand a year. You come to Vegas because you get sick and tired of whatever part of California. Maybe you don't like the politics, or maybe you don't like the traffic, or maybe you don't like the high prices of living. You move to Vegas, you know, or your kid's going to go to school somewhere near here. You move to Vegas. There's a lot of reasons to move here. I'm looking real nice lately. Well, the wife said don't wear the glasses, so I don't wear the glasses. I wear them at home. I can't see very well with my contacts on. Computer screens, I can see distances just fine, so driving is totally safe. Most people rent sports cars in Vegas. No, I don't think so. Sports cars are tricky in Vegas. I think they're too expensive. $450 for a day. It's ridiculous. There's a lot better things you can do with $450 in Las Vegas for a day. But I think some people rent them because they make money. Like, they get a quick hit in the casino. and they want to spend their money on something. So it's an impulsive rental. It's not a planned out rental. And even if it was, I mean, budget rents like nice cars now. You can rent a late model Corvette from Budget and not spend a ludicrous amount of money. I'm going to work my corporate job for another 10 years, then move to Vegas and become a dealer. There's another reason to come to Vegas, retirement, but there's a consideration with that if you're thinking of retiring in Vegas. Has anybody here ever thought of retiring in Las Vegas? John, oh, that's the coffee. Yeah, I have a coffee, K-O-F-I. Coffee.com, I forgot I had it, and I logged in, and some people... Is anybody here thinking of retiring in Vegas? What did your parents say when you told them you were moving to Vegas? Not much. They were very supportive. But if you're thinking of retiring out here, it's a problem for you possibly. Because if you have specific healthcare needs, Vegas is very much in a retirement. We're in a medical desert in a lot of ways. Why don't public transportation have airbags or seatbelts? Because I'd say, Jay, the likelihood of you getting hurt in public transportation is very low because the vehicles are very big, very large. The driver has an airbag, but that's because he's got his face close to something. So I think the chance of you being, because those airbags are only meant to save your life. If something hit a bus, the bus wins. It's called Texas law. The biggest vehicle always wins. But if you're moving out here, I've learned this by talking to doctors. I was talking to this one doctor who was a liver specialist, and they came out here because the University Medical Center, I think I better light this way. Oh, it's so much better light this way. The University of Nevada Medical Center, which is part of the overall public health care system out here, they were trying to find liver specialists because we didn't have any, and people were literally driving to Southern California for procedures. So they're trying to solve that problem. But it's not an easy problem to solve. You gotta get specialists that want to come out to Las Vegas. And so if you have a specialty, make sure that you have a decent amount of good doctors out here. What time is it here? It is 9:13 in the PM, and it's 99 degrees. And tomorrow will be 106, 104, 102, 102, 102, 100. Ooh, next week we break the triple digits and get into 99 on a Monday. Let's see here. Steven, how's the water situation in Vegas? If you live here, you're just doing water. I have to look at the news. I think there's some kind of new water thing happening, but I don't know. 6100 GG. I already talked about this. Susan and Jim J say they would choose to retire in the Philippines. It really depends, okay? It really depends, because we had friends in the Philippines that needed a heart specialist. I mean, a $100,000 operation here is worth $20,000 there, which is good. But if you need an ambulance in the middle of the night, you might be in a bad spot. The Philippines, for older folks, can be a scary place to retire. You'd die in Vegas if you lost power. Yeah, I would say that's a good argument. I mean, some people, I know somebody who once told me they would take the cold weather before they took the hot. And I said, we were in a store, and I said to that person, I said, if you got locked out of your store at 2 a.m. with nobody around you in Vegas, or at 2 p.m. in Vegas, hottest part of the day, that's probably 4 o'clock. Okay, sorry, let's say it's 4 p.m. you get locked out of your store in Vegas. But let's say it's 4 a.m. in Canada and you get locked out of your store. You have a better chance of dying in the winter in Canada than you do in Las Vegas. So there it is. Definitely would take hot weather over cold. Does Steven drink tap water? I do drink tap water at home, actually. Come to Vancouver, Canada. I know. I've been there, Preet. I've been to Vancouver. I stayed at the Hosteling International Hostel in West Vancouver. Love Vancouver. It's one of the nicest places in the world, actually. Vancouver is one of the most beautiful, pristine places on the planet Earth. Stephanie Trump found a good doctor after 4 tries. It can be hard. Yeah, ask those people that died and got maimed on Amtrak. Okay, well, Jay, that's a tragedy. I didn't know that happened. Were you just setting me up? Were you like, hey buddy, here's a t-ball bat, and then I go up to the bat, I swing, and then it's really a white grapefruit, and it explodes all over me? Is that the gotcha moment? Cool. Nice. Granville Island. Yeah, Gastown is really nice in Vancouver. Really nice. How's midnight? After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out. It's gonna be hot. So the hourly forecast says it's gonna be 91 degrees. We're gonna have a low of 86 at 4 in the morning, 84 at 5 in the morning, my bad. Seattle is 94 and no humidity. How's that even possible? Yeah, Vancouver is expensive. It's an expensive place. I've been driving a Lexus since 2008. Keep going back. Who's Alexis? It's not funny. It's kind of funny. What made you move to Las Vegas? It's a long story. My wife was here. I met her and I stayed. It rains all day. But it only snows like once a year in Vancouver. And the higher you go, you got better skiing. You guys can talk to me if you want. We'll just do this chat with the audience. And we haven't done this in a long time. Fear porn. People are trained these days to worry about the what ifs the entire time they're awake. Adam's not completely wrong. What ifism. What if a meteor hits us? What if I get hit by a car going across the way? Like, what if? Lexus is a Toyota. Yes, that's true. Oh, man. Do swamp coolers work? Yes, they totally work here. I think swamp coolers work better in dry climates. Calgary made the top 5 of the best places to live in the world. This list sponsored by the Canadian Council of Best Places to Live in the World. The other best places to live in the world were Vancouver, Toronto, Edmonton, Montreal, and Calgary rounded out the list. I'm just kidding. A meteor is coming in 2034. What's the meaning of life? I don't know, man. It's a nice walk from Fremont Street to the Strat, then to Resorts World. Oh, it's a long walk, but I salute you for being able to do it. Seems like it's a what now? IF stands for instant failure. Really? I don't know about that. Some people really like... Oh, you're talking about intermittent fasting or if... Do you have a backup generator for your home? I don't. I have a ton of battery packs for everything I could need. I mean, nowadays, do you need a backup generator? That's the thing. So, for example, I was cleaning out my studio stuff. I have like 5 battery packs. If I added up all the milliamp hours I have, pretty much my MacBook would be charged twice. Like, I have enough battery life to get me going for 3-4 days. If you Google the 10 best and 10 worst places to live in Canada, some of the cities show up on both, of course. Are you going to stream on the July 4th? Yes. MLV, hello. I'm here in Las Vegas alone. I just want to chat randomly. I always used FedEx at Venetian as a drop-off to buy stuff online and pick them up free. That is very smart. Look at MLV. MLV, you're gonna gain the weekend being blinded by the lights. That's why he's wearing his sunglasses at night like Corey Hart. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Woohoo! Very nice of you. So what was the question? I completely forgot. But we are wearing our Super Mario Brothers. I remember this era of Super Mario. It's one of my favorite eras. So what kind of content would you suggest for an IRL stream on the Strip? I don't know much about streaming the Strip. Wow, I turned into a South Korean. They do this when they laugh. It's Japanese too. I think it's cultural not to show your teeth. But it depends on which way you want to go, man. I've seen some streamers that are these IPV, I don't know what they are. There's like this weird subset of streamers that are really controversial and they do just the most over-the-top stuff. They drink, they fight with everybody. I'd say whatever your audience wants to see is what you should present to them. Don't present them stuff that they don't want to see. For some godforsaken reason, my audience is okay with watching me. Like some people, I'm not talking about Vegas people, because they're going to be people saying, see, I told you he's a dick to all the other Vegas people. I'm not saying Vegas people, but some people couldn't do this with you guys. And I can do this, and you seem to want to stick around for a while. So that's cool. If your audience wants to see you gamble, then show them you gambling. That's what you got to do. You got to deliver what your audience wants. And then if you don't deliver what they want, they're going to tell you by not watching your content. That's all it is. There are alcoholic streamers. I don't have any judgments over anybody. Right now, life is a freaking horrible experience for a lot of people right now. Okay, so I'm gonna set you up this way, all right? I don't have many resources, and I don't have a channel sponsor anymore. That's why you notice that there's no Pinay magazine and stuff on my stream and stuff like that on my last stream. They charge a fee, but I don't have physical address in Las Vegas. Do you know a better place? I come to Vegas somewhat frequently. It's tough, right? Because it depends on if you have a car when you're here. So thank you so much. By the way, you get another animated GIF. We're going to give you Homer Simpson. Woohoo! Thank you so much. So MLV is talking about how to get Amazon deliveries because the FedEx pickup has an Amazon fee for holding a package, I guess. So I would say that if you have a car, I mean, I can recommend my mail place. It's called Your Mailbox, UR Mailbox, but it's several miles off the strip on Rainbow. But there's some small mailbox places, but the trick in finding a mailbox place is you can't get a USPS mailbox. You shouldn't, because they are PO, post office boxes. So the problem is UPS and FedEx won't deliver to those post office boxes. So what you need to get is like what I have, which is a storefront where they have a physical address. Like, let's say the physical address is, well, I don't know the address of my own mailbox, 4900 Main Street, Des Moines, Iowa. But it'll say 4900 Main Street, Unit 123. That's your mailbox number. And then that way, unit numbers can get deliveries. So if you have a car, my place is called Your Mailbox. U as in umbrella, R as in red, Your Mailbox. And they're really good and I like them. And I recommend them. And I think it's like $60 or something I pay for 3 months at a time. But yeah, so I don't have a channel sponsor. So what I was saying is, if somebody's doing this whole thing, okay, so here's what's going to happen with the economy. What's going to happen with the economy and with streaming and with the ecology of everything and what's happening with the whole sphere of it is that every time a major economic bloodletting happens, you're going to have a transition of people that don't stay in business, be it a restaurant or a clothing boutique shop or something. And that's a byproduct of a bad economy. The way I see it is that some people that stream just for the money of things, I'm streaming right now to build my channel because the streams bring in people. So if there's no money and that's why you stream and that's your main motivator, then it becomes hard to face what you do. That's all I mean. That's all I'm saying. There's a couple of 24 Walmarts. There are no that I know of anymore. If you can tell me, OG, which one that is, that would be so fantastic. That'd be great, because I don't know of any 24-hour Walmarts. They all started closing during COVID at 9 o'clock, and then they have extended the hours out to 11, and I think they open up at 7 in the morning or 6 in the morning or something like that. I've been trying gamer content, but I want to get out of the house. I mean, look, if you're here in Vegas and you just go out and try to see what works for you. You obviously have enough subscribers to stream where you know how to bypass that. There's no more 24-hour grocery stores. There's no more 24-hour anythings in Vegas except for what you see on the strip. What happened to your channel sponsor? Oh, we're just putting that on freeze for now, that's all. So, you know, that's why but what I'm saying is this. I used to put all of my eggs into one basket. I used to have just one thing I did. And if that one thing got a bit teetery, that's bad. And that's why a company like Amazon, people say, well, should I buy Amazon? Because this is not financial advice. I do not give financial advice, and I do not recommend that you listen to YouTubers for financial advice. But Amazon stock is going to split soon, meaning that they're going to make the stock half the price or whatever it is. Should you buy it? So some people say, well, Amazon expanded during COVID because everybody stayed at home and got deliveries. So is Amazon going to have a hard time with people now wanting to get the best deal and the recession that's coming up that we'll probably hear about in a few days here in July when the numbers come out for the last quarter? But then at the same time, Amazon has AWS, Amazon Web Services, this whole other thing that they do, and Amazon owns Twitch. That's a video game thing that makes them money over there, and Amazon has Prime Video, which makes them money, and Prime memberships. So Amazon has many, many legs to their chair. So I'm got legs to my chair. I got this, I have the Patreon, I have another thing that I'm doing with the selling advertising. But if you had to do this and this was your primary thing, I think it would be very difficult for you. I think it would be very gut-wrenching on you. And if you use alcohol to cope, then I'm not here to judge you, because in the past I've used alcohol to cope with things, nearly ruined my life. So I understand where you're coming from, and alcoholism runs in my family on, I think, on my father's side, and that's a thing called epigenetics, where you can get traits from your parents and they're not even genetic traits. They've done experiments with chimpanzees where it sounds horrible, and it is. They've gotten one generation of chimpanzees addicted to alcohol, and then then even though there's no genetic markers for it really that they can find, the offspring gets addicted to alcohol really easily. So there's a whole myriad of things when it comes to that kind of stuff. And by the way, I'm not saying anybody, I don't know who's addicted to anything. What the hell do I know? I don't even watch live streams. And when I'm streaming, they're streaming. I don't know anybody's business. I don't know what they're doing. Don't buy Amazon stock, buy Dogecoin. To the moon. Yeah, Chrysler. Oh, so we're talking about cars. But anyways, if you guys want to ask me a topic so I can talk on a tangent for a while, say a topic to me, because I don't know nothing about cars. But I'll say anything that comes close to what you do. You're a very interesting individual, very informative, on a pulse of things. Just an awesome, oh, thank you, it's very nice. Paying a fort, what, Steve, love when you do these sit down questions. Thanks, appreciate you. 20-1, is that the split? Updates from Caroline. She's over in the Philippines and doing her thing. I don't have any ETH anymore, Champagne Pappy. I had to tap out. So maybe in the future, if ETH goes down to less and I have some extra money, I'll buy some. I still believe in the technology of Ethereum. I think it's going to be great. I think that when the merge happens, if it happens this year, next year, whatever, it's going to be good. So if you guys, so Off-Roading Sports, PD is asking. By the way, PD, I haven't seen you here for a while. I'm glad you're here, buddy. So if you're gonna do off-road stuff, you can go out, if you drive down the strip and you don't leave the strip, it juts out, and eventually you'll be like on dirt roads. But if you take Interstate 15, which is a lot faster, you'll see that there's some people that do like off-road motorsport stuff down there. It's just, basically there's a lot of there's a lot of dead lake beds and things from a million years ago out here, so you can drive around and stuff like that. It'd be good. You know. But outdoor motorsports is a challenge out here because it's hot during the daytime and you can't really do it at nighttime. But there's some neighborhoods around Vegas where super rich people are, and they have all sorts of goodies, quads and bikes and stuff like that. I worked overnight at Walmart from 10 until 7. I was one of the maintenance guys. I hope that they were cleaning those stores, man. What would I do if I won the lottery? I would immediately fund everything in the Philippines. I would pay $250,000 to start a business so I could get my godson Christian over to the Philippines, or over to the United States as an employee in the business. Because if you create a business, I would give him the money and then he would have to do it. Because in America, there's this green card that you can get where if you spend $250,000 and create a business and invest in a business in America, they kind of grant you this this green card, then you can turn it into a permanent one, which is great because you're creating jobs for Americans and stuff. I would, you know, I would invest a bunch of it into the markets, the stock market. I would buy heavily into Apple because I really believe in Apple as a company is changing the way that that technology is being developed with their new silicon, their ARM processors. I really think that they are onto something with super low powered chips that have incredible battery lives that don't overheat. The fan's never kicked on, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, I would just try to invest it. I would buy a home, not a condo, something where we can have what we have, and I would try to erase some of the damage that my screwing up for how many years before COVID happened hurt people. Yeah. Anyways, Tesla stock is a winner. I like everything Elon Musk does. I think he's the Thomas Edison of our time. How you making a lot in Snapchat? How does that work? We have a recession coming. Save your monies. Yeah, I mean, so there's two ways you can look at this. If you have the money, don't save your money. I mean, the problem with it is this. If you have the money that you don't have to save the money, but you participate in the recession, you're immediately hurting people that you cut out of your life. So we'll get to the Tesla phone satellite thing in a minute. So for example, right, if you have a pool cleaner and you cancel the pool cleaner because you think you can shock your own pool and put the bleach and the chemicals in it, cool. If you have a gardener and you get rid of the gardener because you can buy a leaf blower for $150 and blow your own leaves off your yard, cool. But you got to remember something. You know, maybe the guy who cleans the pool has a 16-year-old daughter that has a quinceanera, or the guy that has the yard service has a son going to have a bar mitzvah, or they have a daughter that's going to get married. And what you're doing is your paranoia to participate in the recession is now trickling down to everybody below you, and you're creating ripples in the economy that you don't even see, like George Bailey finding out that if he was never born, how much different everybody was, you know? So if you have money and you go to a restaurant, you should tip the person if you have it. Not only is it going to make you feel princely inside, you don't have to tell anybody you're doing it, but it's going to certainly help that person out. And let me tell you about big tips. If you go to the same place and you tip big, you're going to start getting free drinks, free appetizers, especially if you get to know the service people, because they're going to really appreciate you. And they have a whole camaraderie of stuff they can pull out of their hat and do nice for you. Pool boy comes when his wife is, I am a pool cleaner. I got a pool cleaner. No way I can do the whole job myself. Vincent Bias III. Is anybody new here? I don't suspect there's anybody new here. Anybody new here in the chat, say yes in the chat. I'd love to hear from you and say hello to you personally and say like, hey, how's it going? Charity begins at home. I can understand if people can't afford those things. I do as well, Aaron. I do as well. My point was that if you can afford those things, then don't stop affording them because you're paranoid. Master Vegas is new. Mr. Chewy's kind of new. Coolio. Let's see, a lot of people think Elon Musk is a fraud with malignant narcissistic personality or disorder. Roger Parker says yes. Coolio. Stinky Dog is new from 2 weeks ago. But the thing about Elon Musk is that he's making things of value for people. That's it, man. You're making things of value for somebody. So the market will always determine, right? So right now, some of the people in government have said just buy an electric car. Okay. But the thing is, if electric cars, Billy Bonewhacker, if electric cars, the director is new, nice to see you. If electric cars were so good that everybody wanted one, they would buy one. They wouldn't have to be forced to buy one by $7 a gallon gas that's coming. Gene says hello. So I'm not saying, I'm just saying. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know what Gonzalo is. Elon Musk is a P.T. Barnum hybrid of Edison. And by the way, yes, Edison didn't have Tesla killed. Tesla died broke. If you guys don't know, Nikola Tesla went to war with Thomas Edison. All of the power that you use in the world right now, AC outlets, AC we call them, you call them the leads in England, I'm sure. AC power is Tesla. DC, direct current power, if you touch it, you will kill yourself. AC power will just go, oh God, it's, we still use DC for some things. But Tesla wanted to work for Edison, and he came over to America from Eastern Europe, poor. And he wanted to work for Tesla. He was told to go sell some crappy machine that they couldn't sell. And then when he got closer to Tesla, he saw the DC power. Now, direct current power would require power stations like every 10 miles or so to charge up the electricity at each station. But AC power doesn't require that. You can put substations well further apart. So at one point, Thomas Edison killed a baby elephant at a county fair to demonstrate how dangerous Tesla's energy was. Well, anyways, Tesla went into business with General Electric, and General Electric then almost went bankrupt. And they bought Tesla's patents for AC power, and they were all racing across the East Coast to light up cities like Philadelphia and New York City and Washington, D.C. to install the Tesla or the Edison system, the AC or the DC power. And so General Electric, Westinghouse, bought Tesla's patents, and they were paying him the equivalent of $40,000 a month, which back then was like paying millions of dollars a month. And then Westinghouse's owner went to Nikola Tesla and said, the company's nearly insolvent. If I have to keep paying you, we're going to go out of business. So Tesla agreed to release all of the different payments he was receiving. Gosh, something's on my tongue. He said, okay, I don't need any more payments. And he died broke, but AC Power is now everywhere, man. Get an education. Get with a good company in a 401k. Max it out as much as possible. Let extra cash into CDs. Buy a home early in life. Pay off. I agree with everything except for get with a good company. Sorry. I've been with companies in the past, and right now, unless you are the CEO of the company or you're owning the company, even then you're not safe. That's a big old truck behind me making that noise. Doku Shin says, I don't understand a word you said. Can you guys not hear me? Is it this truck that's messing me up? I don't want to leave. I like this chair. Good. What about the lake? I know. I know, it's terrible. JP Morgan turned Thomas Edison's company into General Electric. So it was Westinghouse. Thank you. So everything I said was General Electric. Insert Westinghouse. I caught myself in the middle of it. Oh, anyway. If you guys like this video, share it with somebody. Be like, hey, this guy won't shut his damn mouth. He just keeps talking about crap. He might like it. So you guys can ask me a question, or I'll talk on a stream of consciousness for a while. I ran into nepotism in the last 2 companies I worked for. There's part of it right there. Here's the thing, guys. We're supposed to live in a meritocracy where everybody is kind of like promoted on their merits. Meritocracy. But that's not oftentimes how it works, unfortunately. Lapeel says, I'm taking 7% of my checkout. Is that good for my 401k? I don't know. I mean, so what you're saying is you're dollar cost averaging, right? So you're dollar cost averaging, which means that even if the market's doing gangbusters, you're buying at the same price as when the market's low. And some people do that, I guess. Am I Mario or am I Wario? I am Waluigi over here. Waluigi, the purple guy. Never got enough respect. How much longer will you live in Vegas until the mission is complete? Affirmative. I'm not going to go there. You guys don't come here for politics. You come here for Vegas stuff. Florence, I'm at beautiful, gorgeous town square where last time we were here, we got bum rushed out of here, but I don't know. Whose live stream do you like the best and why? I don't really watch live streams. I like my buddy Jason Rups because he does this. But he doesn't talk as much as me because I'm a crazy person. Let's talk about Elon Musk and his tunnel being one step closer. Those tunnels will revolutionize this city. And some people think that they're just a dream, and they're not a dream. This city will always come up with money to solve the traffic problems. Major corporate sponsorship. We're talking about a system of tunnels underneath the Las Vegas Strip that will be used to shuttle people subterranean style all around Las Vegas. We're talking about, in time, they say, autonomous vehicles driving without drivers at super fast speeds. We're talking about thousands and thousands of vehicles per hour whisking people from downtown Las Vegas all the way to McCarran International Airport, with major hubs sponsored by Caesars, so a loop for Caesars and a loop for MGM properties. Because if you look at the Strip, the properties are clustered together, right? On the south end of the Strip, you have MGM, Resorts International, you have Luxor, Mandalay, in order, Campbell, Mandalay Bay, Luxor, Excalibur, New York, the Park MGM, and the city center. That's one loop on its own. Central hubs combining everything. And imagine going from Fremont Street to the airport in 5 to 7 minutes. That's revolutionary, man. You're a smart brother. Can you tell me what a bad penny means? Wasn't that like where you get screwed? I don't know, wooden nickels? Is that what that means? I don't know. I don't know what bad penny means. Is it a dirty thing? Is it like this time somebody asked me if I'm down with WAP, and I'm like, yeah, I like wireless access protocol on my router, and I put my glasses up. I know back in the day there was a saying that said don't take any wooden nickels, and that was because counterfeiting was a big problem. So you could take a piece of wood and take a little piece of it and then soak it and then stamp it and then paint it and then pass it off as real currency. And so people would they would bite the currency to see that if it was metal or if it was something else. And actually, coincidentally, Secret Service was developed as a way to stop counterfeiters, because Abraham Lincoln said, if people don't have faith in the United States Federal Reserve System and the notes that they use, and they don't have faith in their government, so we have to make sure that the counterfeiters aren't a problem. And back then, there was counterfeiters, and it was easy to counterfeit stuff. Bad penny is some chicken. You look great in this light. Okay. Do you have any idea about the projects on the strip next to MGM? Next to MGM. The only place it could be is behind MGM, and there's nothing going on there right now, I don't think. They're going to build that giant casino complex down at Blue Diamond Road. I don't know over that one. Who's my favorite band? Recently, I've been listening to Tragically Hip again, because they have a Live at the Roxy. It's a new live album. But before that, I was listening to Fatboy Slim last week. Some bands I listen to on a regular basis. The Skyview Ferris wheel will never be built, James. Never in a million years, so don't even. The Skyview Ferris wheel was a giant Ferris wheel on the south end of the strip across the street from the Mandalay Bay. It's where those two pillars are sticking up out of the ground. It was an advertising gimmick that was super smart, but I think Resorts World already proved that the advertising does work and beat them to it. They're going to put a giant digital billboard in the middle, some retail shops. You go around on the Ferris wheel, and then the recession happened. I've been bands I listen to on a repeated basis: the Beatles, Foo Fighters, Queen, David Bowie, Tenacious D. I know that's a weird one. Sometimes I get into the mood for Kanye West, Dr. Dre, anything that's like really good, clever lyrics from the 1990s. I like hip hop from the 90s. What else? Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Traveling Wilburys, that kind of stuff. And then Canadian bands, I like Our Lady Peace, Headstones. I have to get into Ella Fitzgerald. I have to get into Leonard Cohen more. Nirvana as well. Yeah, so there you go. Porter Wagner, I don't know who that is. But anyway, so that's what I listen to. It's all over the map. And when some people say I listen to all music, I listen to a lot of different music, not all music. No country artists, man. Canadian bands I like, the Tragically Hip, Our Lady Peace, the Headstones. Not a huge Rush fan. I just never listened to it very much. Maybe I'll like it someday. Moist, back in the day, the Tea Party. Matthew Good. I really like Matthew Good band because he has good lyrics. His lyrics are good, you know. I like songs that tell a story, and I try to pick out the way the wordplay works, and that's why I enjoy Kanye West so much, because he can say a thing like, you know, couldn't buy a car, so he named her daughter Alexis. Like, you go, oh, okay, I get it. I get stuff. I'm smart like you, Kanye. That kind of stuff, really, I like that kind of thing. So, Bryan Adams. Nothing wrong with Bryan Adams, you know. Got my first real 6-string, bought it at the 5 and dime, played it till my fingers bled, was the summer of '69, me and some guys from school had a band and we tried real hard. Billy quit, Jimmy got married, shouldn't well, we had gone too far. Standing on your mama's porch, I told you that would last forever. You know, that kind of crap. Where's the International Hotel Casino, where Elvis was? That is the Westgate property. You can get there on the monorail. You can walk there from the strip, but don't do it after dark. It's not a great walk. Westgate's beautiful. Go down there. My buddy Gordon Prouty is in there. He's awesome. I like Jagged Little Pill. That's a great Alanis Morissette album. And I have much mad respect for Celine Dion and for Shania Twain as well. A great album everybody should listen to is the soundtrack for Lost Highway. It came out in the 90s. And it's, I think it's produced by Trent Reznor. It has Leonard Cohen and Marilyn Manson. I like Marilyn Manson music. Part of Vegas is your favorite place to stream. I like downtown Fremont Street, although I think tomorrow we're gonna have to drag our asses out to downtown Summerlin. No, wait. Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. We can do that. Men at work now. Do you know Elvis? I know that there's an Elvis ghost at the Westgate. You should watch my channel. I have it on there. So Summerlin's nice. Elvis was my first concert. Any chances of an NLV meet and greet? Yeah, Gonzalo. We're doing that on July 1st, this Friday. It's going to be at Project Barbecue. Meet and greet with the survivors. Subscribers meet and greet, July 1st, Project Barbecue at the base of Circa on Fremont Street. It's going to be at 4 p.m. We're gonna have some food put out. I gotta text Chef Rex on that. And then we're gonna do it on July 4th inside. T-Mobile Tuesday is the bomb. We're gonna do it inside on July 4th at 4 p.m. And if you don't know 9 Inch Nails, that's okay. 9 Inch Nails wrote the song Hurt that Johnny Cash did. 9 Inch Nails albums like The Fragile is an amazing album, but it's harder music. It's not super hard Megadeth music, but and then the lead singer had to, Trent Reznor's voice, like, I don't know how he keeps his voice. David Grohl's losing his voice and is deaf, essentially. I gotta move furniture on Saturday. Ain't it the life, baby? No, there's better songs than Closer by 9 Inch Nails. There's We're in This Together Now. There's All the Love in the World. There's Every Day is Exactly the Same. I couldn't think of the name of the song. That's my song. I believe I can see the future because I repeat the same routines. Who's sponsoring the meetup? Nobody's sponsoring them per se. I bumped into Chef Rex, the executive chef at Project Barbecue, at a Polynesian place across the street from the South Point, and I was like, hey, I'm doing this thing, and if I do some trade with you and make a video for you, would you be willing to do some trade work? And he said yes, so they're going to be doing that with us. Nixon made Elvis a secret agent. Elvis knew Kung Fu, baby. Gonna be like, I'm a southpaw. I'm a southpaw, baby. I know all the music you like. That's good. David Frost? Oh, I like David Forrester, the Canadian guy. Super fun. Are the July 1st? I'll post it up there. Just show up, man. Just show up. I wanted to do like an Eventbrite. 8 people signed up to the Eventbrite. People don't like to sign up for things. I just wanted an idea of how many people. So I'm gonna tell them there's at least 10 coming, I hope. I asked the Uber driver if I could sit up front, and he said, are you gonna kill me with a knife? You shouldn't want to sit up front. I wouldn't want to sit up front. I mean, and no, it's not only for patrons. Anybody can come. It's completely free for everybody. Completely free for everybody to come in and see what's going on and gawk at each other and go, that's what you look like in real life? Ugh, I don't want to ever chat with you again. Ignore, block. Just kidding. I wish you could be at my meetup too, Brenda. Am I streaming any July? I'll stream every day, so there's that. Stream every darn day. Every darn day of my life, baby. That's what it is. Oh, I got my gimbal. My poor baby gimbal, I couldn't use it today because my phone was overheating. That's okay. Any updates with the Buffalo Bills in Prim Valley and when it will open again? Not that I know of. Oh, that's what I look like. Old man. Don't be starstruck to meet me. I'm just a person. Anybody can do what I do. I'm a southpaw. I like it. I'm a southpaw because I went to Filipino martial arts, and my instructor, my guru, was a crazy person, and he was awesome. So I don't think being called a bad anything is good. But anyways, in FMA, Filipino martial arts, they'll often lead with this hand, and the reason is because Filipino martial arts is like bladed weaponry. So let's say, for example, you're a woman, right? And here you are. You got to walk through the parking lot at the place. I'm not suggesting this place is bad for you. Now, if you wanted to, so let's say you're right-handed. Most of you are right-handed, okay? So if I had this in my hands, right? This, if I poke you, Stabbyville, stabby. Would you like some keys, Barry? Like SCTV. Point is that you are more dexterous with this in your right hand than you are with your left hand, right? So because of this, people are going to be like, they're going to do like their boxing style thing, and they're going to They're gonna stand with their left leg out here, but their right hand is what they use. So if you're gonna try to defend yourself in your house, for example, right, and you're gonna have this leg out here, look at this. This is way behind me. It's better to be this way, and then you have that extra reach. And that's kind of what I learned in my Filipino martial arts. Does that make sense to you guys? Does that make sense? Steve D is awesome, and he meets everybody. To do a Billy Madison voice, I can't do Adam Sandler. Come to the back of the boat, like Jimmy Fallon did. I don't do the Adam Sandler voice. But boxing, traditional boxing, they teach that conventional stance. Oh my gosh, Nancy Haynes, you use your real voice here. You use your real name. Thank you so much. We're gonna give you Alan from The Hangover. Thank you so much. It is Vegas Alan. Look at that, man. Don't try that if somebody cuts you in line. But yeah, I mean, nowadays it's good to know self-defense. People think I don't know anything about anything, and they're like, Steven, you should carry pepper spray. I'm like, y'all don't even know what it is. Like, I got a bag full of heavy stuff. I ain't too worried about it if it came down to brass tacks, but I just don't want it. You know what happens if you end up getting into a fight with a tourist? You go to jail. Tourist sues you. You usually lose. I'm watching one of the other live streams from a few days ago on a second screen, and you're in front of a 24-hour Walgreens on Fremont Street, I believe. What? Yes, I was. Brent Bowers is back. Are you gonna get your hair? Yes, we're doing full Johnny Depp style. Amber Heard not be present, so we got the hair. How's the hair looking? From when I wear glasses, I can't get this damn pimple to go away. You should get a taser. Be afraid of tasing myself. All your power comes from your hips. That's part of it too. I mean, the reason why some people can punch through boards is because a lot of people, they snap their punches back. But if you snap your punch back, then you lose your power at the end of the punch, but you can punch faster. But anyways, once you go all the way through it, then you can go all the way through it. Let's see here. Now everybody's just having a conversation with themselves, so I might close the stream down because there's no comments coming at me. Oh, pepper ball guns, is that those air rifle ones? Those are very intriguing. They're legal in every state. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to use Oxy on it because they're just there. They're the pads of my nose, and all the sebum gets stuck in that part, and you gotta, you know, anyways. Look out for the Uber driver southpaw. You gotta follow through. Yeah, you gotta follow through. Most people, they'll snap their punch back. They snap back, but it's not always the best. If you follow through, then you have more power. Boards don't hit back. I don't have to worry about getting a haircut anytime soon. There you go, Mark. Mark is going through a battle right now, so say vibes. He's fighting. Permanently close the Bayside Buffet. It's not open. That says a lot. The Bayside Buffet, I don't think is open. It's a fantastic buffet. You used to look out over the beach at Mandalay Bay, and we used to go there for a champagne brunch on Sundays, and it was a really good one. It's a really good one. Oh, somebody preemptively said, thanks for going the full 2 hours. Well, technically this plus my first one is 2 hours. Let's just talk on this camera for a little bit. If you guys keep me things to talk about and ask me questions, this can become a random question type thing. It's up to you. Are your streams on any particular days, or are they just random? I do streams on these days, okay, Adam? I do streams on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Those are my streaming days. Do I see? No, the room rates will go up in September, James, because that's when preseason football starts. And that's also when hockey starts. So the room rates will go up, actually. Can I describe quantum physics? I know nothing about quantum physics. Are you going to the Ace Buffet? I missed one. Oh, I missed one. Non-lobster night? No, our next thing is, I don't know if he's in the chat, but one of the people in the chat is going to sponsor me to go to the Bacchanal Buffet. We're going to film that. Then we're going to go to the buffet at Golden Corral and film that. Eminem, he said, 8 days a week. It's not enough to show I care. Yes, I need your love, girl. No, dun, 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 dun. Oh, man. Somebody else got it too, Roscoe Ruffin. You guys are my favorite people. You know that, right? There's a meet and greet on July 1st. I like the Beatles. There's a meet and greet on July 1st at Circa Project Bar restaurants. And then there's one on July 4th at 4 p.m. Okay? What was the first casino in Vegas? I don't know, man. The one time that the Paiutes set up a game in the year 1000 and made a wager. I don't know. But I don't exactly know what the first ever casino was. I want to say downtown, maybe. It could have been the Sal Salvage, which at the time was the Hotel Nevada. But even before gaming was legalized, there was something called Block 16 downtown, and there was all sorts of debauchery with prostitution and gambling and people just going crazy downtown Las Vegas all the time. And then they tried Prohibition. Prohibition didn't work, so then they legalized it after Prohibition was lifted, and then this gaming just exploded from there. Do you know what the first professional sports team was in Vegas? First professional sports team has got to go back. There's probably some weird... well, the Golden Gate, yeah, that was the Golden Gate Sal Salvage Hotel Nevada. It's probably some weird thing from the 60s that I never heard of. There's been so many sports teams here, man. I don't know. What's the first sports team in Vegas? Do you know how to get a vendor license to sell things on the Strip? You do not get a vendor license. In order to get a vendor's license to sell or do commerce on the Strip, you need to have a physical license on the Strip. So you have to have a physical license on Las Vegas Boulevard, and you have to do business within a certain amount of feet away from your location. And so unless you have a lot of money to invest, you don't get a peddler's license. There's no such thing as a mobile peddler's license on the Strip. Anybody who's doing any business out there that says they're licensed are not licensed. Now, I did know one Grand Canyon guy years ago. I chopped on the green meet and greet. Okay, Sarah H. 4 p.m., July 1st, Project Barbecue, Circa, the side that faces the Strip, the Fremont Street experience. July 4th, 4 p.m., Circa, inside the bar by the main check-in desk. Adam Luke says, loves the channel. Thank you so much. Adam Luke, you're going to get Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog, yay! Thank you, Adam Luke. I appreciate you, boss. You're awesome. Someone asked if you're going to live stream the meet and greet. No, I'm not going to live stream the meet and greet. No. I just want to be chill. I'm going to live stream that night because I always live stream. Did I ever go to the Stardust? All the time, buddy. I used to work across the street from it when I pitched and promoted timeshare at Silver City Plaza. There's a little place that still does timeshare over there. It's slotted right between the 7-Eleven and the Denny's. There's a little tourist center. So we used to come out and go and work across the street at the Stardust. The Stardust used to have these booths out front where you could get a vendor's license and you could sell stuff out there. And we would go and work around there. And then on Sundays, I remember we'd come out early and try to get a timeshare tour or something like that. And it was just, we would go in and do our thing inside. Some guys would bet on the games. Some guys would get a sandwich. But I remember the Stardust very, very well. Absolutely, I do. When will your wife be back? Will you still stream every night? It's Michelle, it's going to depend. I mean, you know, the journey of the channel. We don't know what it's going to be, so we're going to see. But you guys have been awesome on this stream tonight. I do want to let you guys know that I stream every night. I'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. I'm going to try to make it to downtown Summerlin tomorrow. Can't say for sure. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, we got another one here. What does this say? MLV says, last time I went to Bacchanal, half the buffet was closed, main pipe bust. Yes, they were giving a discount on it that days. And what else do we see? The renovation usually don't pay attention to such electrical and pipe upgrades. Thank you so much for the last super chat. You guys are great. You get Alan from The Hangover. I think I did you before, Alan. You get NBA Jam Session. I'm going to have more animated gifts coming in soon. But I want to thank you guys for being here with me on this stream tonight. You guys are wonderful, beautiful, awesome people. If you guys want to do a donation or something after the stream, you can use that link down there. You don't need a PayPal account. You just use a debit or a credit card. But if you can't do that, just make sure you like the videos, share the videos, and make sure that you tell friends about the stream, and we would love it. So thank you guys. You guys are wonderful. Gotta get to the chopper, which is the old car that I drive. But you guys are great. Thank you. I appreciate you. 3, 2, 1, click. See you tomorrow night. Subscribe. And if you haven't watched it yet, go watch my little mini documentary I did on Hawaiian Marketplace. What does it say? I wish you would do more food reviews. Oh, well, we'll see if we can. You guys are great. Oh, my MLV. Last time back in our buffet, half of it was closed. I read your super chat, my friend. I really did. Thank you, MLV. You get another one. I think that was 2 for you. Bruno Mars loves you, baby. We love you too. We got to go, though. We're going to say 3, 2, 1, and click.